Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're underway. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentine.
Shot, surely! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Bangladesh finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for options for movement. Kimmich. Now it's Drogba. Now that looks a decent ball. Now that's an excellent interception. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona.
Oh no, this does not look good. No, it's come to nothing. Howson. And that interception was most necessary. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Threads one in. Well, that's well spotted. Barcelona already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Bangladesh restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's heaved it away. Timber. Alonso. And here's Drogba. Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well read, nice interception. Akanji is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Count was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Count! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Kaut clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And that is well cleared. Oh, what has happened? It's Count! It's there! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Barcelona have their lead. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kukcu. And it's Timber. Now it's Drogba. And it's count.
There will be
Xavi
3
Alonso.
minutes added time.
That is ended up in no man's land. Distributed tidily. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Barcelona are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. Back on the way then. And here's Drogba.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Kukçu in acres of space out wide. It's got in, and it is an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Xavi Alonso. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That is a brilliant interception. Kukçu. Timber. And here's Count. Looks across and plays it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, easy pickings there. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Raul to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach. But
Drogba! And that really should have been that.
well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Kimmich. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Chiellini. Kukçu.
Two added minutes.
Here's
has
a man
been
who
indicated.
his teammates can look to in all times. Not the most convincing of passes. And that is as far as it goes. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
And he's well... Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Crosses it in here. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Lampard, good-looking ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their back.
He's having a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Count. Timber. He's picked his way through. He is just caressing the ball. He has a look out. Rijkaard tries to dink it through. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Van Basten. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Drogba. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Ibrahimovic. That is ended up in no man's land. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Marcelo, and here's Rooney. It's Ibrahimovic! They want to be quick to recover this. Raya, oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Count. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Akanji, it's a pretty loose pass. Lampard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kukçu. Kimmich. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. The second half is up and running. 0-0, shoots! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Knocks it into space. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Timber. He's through here. Xabi Alonso receives it in a wide position. And he gets rid in a hurry. Crossed in once more. Thuram with the clearance.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort...
And he shoots! And he's stuck it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's worked it through. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Count. Alonso. That's rather hopeful. Now it's Rooney. Oh, that's well spotted. Howson. It's Kimmich. And it's Count. Kukçu. Drogba. And here's Count. Rooney.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Has been
time.
cut short. No way through there. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And the number on the board is 3. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuse. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And he cuts out the supply, knocks it into space. And he's well positioned here. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Bale. And this is Raul. That tackle was certainly sturdy. That's put paid to the danger. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Shoot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So they have it all to do again. He'll try from distance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Couch gets on his bike and on the move. It's Drogba! And over, just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Nicely weighted ball. Shoots! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Drogba! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
No way through. McAllister. And De Ligt. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's run loose here. Rijkaard. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Kukçu. Couch, looking to play him in. It's played through for him. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Couch. And it's Wan-Bissaka. And here's Drogba. Drogba! Oh, good finish. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. Back on the way then.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Counts. So what can they make of this? And the pass is intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
This looks promising. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
Bale! What a save by David Raya! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific
Number
reflexes,
4,
goalkeeping at its very best.
Coming on to replace him is number 8, Mateus.
And here's Drogba. Tries to get it clear. Rijkaard. Timber. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread it left. He's shifting through the gears here. Timber's bullish header! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Counts. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Oh, super find. He has found the way through. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Mateus. Substitution on the field. Bale. Number 21, Dirk Kuyt. Coming on the field, number 10, Messi. Number 7, Hazard. Substitution.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Kuyt. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar!
Added minute has been indicated.
Quick to recover this. Messi. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. But that signals the very end. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having come...
Real chance! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to...
Donadoni!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
And here's Drogba. Can he spark a counter here? Dani Olmo. Scholes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Barcelona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Dani Olmo. And it's Messi. Here's Scholes. Now it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Timber.
This is the time you need that pace.
Kimmich kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Ibrahimovic. Barcelona have it back and can go again. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And he should have made them pay.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Kimmich. Kukçu. Donadoni. Timber. Can he get it through? And this is Kaut. Corner given. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Chiellini. Kukçu. Donadoni. Tries to pass it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too...
Decent chance! And again! And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, now he can run away with it. And that was very necessary. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Substitution.
The manager can make a
Barcelona.
change for the first time in the game here.
Deck count. Number 10, Donadoni. Number
That has not gone
21, Didier Drogba.
Wan-Bissaka
Coming on the field.
looking for the run. And this is Nedved!
Xabi Alonso.
Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution in progress.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Nedved with the short one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. They're back in possession and ready to go again. It's a pretty loose pass. Good chance here! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Stood up well to him there. Chiellini gets it away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
No, again there's no... Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind. Barcelona appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
Oh, this looks sharp. Messi in acres of space out wide. He's found some space. Oh, well played. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Scholes duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Coming on the field is number
3-0
13,
and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Substitutions taking place. There will be 5 minutes added time.
Kaká. De Bruyne. Great vision. Chiellini kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Nice sequence of passes this. Messi. So what can they make of this? And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Just a quick reminder today.
So what do you
please
take away from
refrain
it all, Jim?
parking
Barcelona
outside this
desperately
stadium.
failing
Thank you
to
very much for
impose
your-
themselves.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power...
Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. An early chance there, first of the game. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Tries one from range! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Big chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Number 18.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, perfectly measured that. Neymar. And he can thump it away. That's an excellent interception. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And that has not gone well. Now it's Kaut. Oh, super find. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Kaut gets on his bike and on the move. Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Haaland, and that's gone loose.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt.
Just the keeper in his way, and he shoots! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And here's Haaland. Oh, that's a key interception. Wan-Bissaka. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to play it through. He can run onto that. Kimmich cuts out the pass. Ibrahimovic. Bernardo
2
Silva.
minutes has been indicated.
That has been slung wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Drama over the penalty spot. Oh, he missed! And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So straight into the second half. And this is Neymar. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Demarco is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Barcelona with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. It's not an especially good pass, that. Kimmich, Kaut. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for options for movement. Bernardo Silva. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now he's got space here. He has found the way through. Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Somewhat off target. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pinches it off him. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's a shade optimistic. And he's heaved it away.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 7.
So a bit of a revolving door here.
3,
Lots and lots of changes.
coming on the field.
Barcelona
11,
have, after
Raul.
this, one further
Number
opportunity
13,
to make a
McAllister.
substitution. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Drogba. Always goal side. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Kokchu is standing over this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Drogba. And the finish!
3 minutes at a time.
Keeper's got his work done.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Now it's Kokchu, looking for the far post, towering header! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite that... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par.
And the shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Shevchenko receives him in a wide position. And now the breakaway. Timber. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! That is decidedly lacking.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Threads one in.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Kaut. And here's Kukçu. And this is Ibrahim. Shot, surely! And he's gone looking for safety. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Not the most accurate pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cannavaro can get it clear. And they've got rid. Chiellini. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Howson. Count will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Lampard. Ernest. That's really well manoeuvred. Timber. For Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. Barcelona are back in business. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal stat.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Security
Any
staff
strong
for
opinions
each
on the first half?
Please report
Well,
to
both
the
sides
staff
would have
room
expected
immediately.
a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Shevchenko.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. And that's been won straight back. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. Mbappe! And the volley.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Chiellini. Mateus. And it's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. And he's picked out the run. Lampard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That is a brilliant interception. Count. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Wan-Bissaka. Timber. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Ibrahimovic. Kaut. Kirkchu. Can he finish? Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes the substitution. Beckham. And it's Ibrahimovic. Mateus. Looking for options for movement. Hoeneß. Shot a goal!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that is certainly not what he had in mind. That's a cute ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some time.